The space came to greet us. The space showered down on us. The space elaborated us. Space elected us. The space said, "Fill me with your mind of gesture." Space goaded us. The dark sky above us, where we moved space, was more space, and it opened for us. The night was just beginning, and already we'd remembered how to make our own heat, how to make anything in the air, how to have bodies, how to think with our fingers and our hair, how to receive space, how to thank the dark offering, how to move the air, how to rattle the room, how to flame, how to motion, how to surge, how to dream body, how to pray, how to feel us, how to go forever for however long, how to travel, how to power, how to love existence, how to respond to the glamour of night, how to think with our hips, how time unspools from us, how we pattern existence, how we drink from the cup of newness, nowness, and night. The forces, the forms. This form of life eats beauty to survive. Beauty, its fuel. Trashed beauty at all costs is the economy. But you actually can't kill beauty, so the economy is very unstable. So beauty, but beauty will eat the economy. Beauty will unmake our devices and the shame shapes we made tending them. Love will eat our brains when we're tired of not checking the source. World without brains, world without checking the source of the world, without checking the source of the forces, the forms. What else aren't we knowing if we don't know how to make beauty again? How to unstitch ourselves? How to face ongoing violence that is this form of life? As gentle, as mundane of heart to say, not even babies, not even you who loves beauty. Self-interest is apparently the great motivator. And where is the self-interest? Where is the breathing self-interest could be? Not wanting to burn in your own bed, so soaking the pillows and mattress in a nerve gas to basically burn in your bed a whole new way, in this system that doesn't love anyone, not even babies, in their sleep to know this as the world, but still they know it isn't. We do know, in every part of us, we know the way the chemical companies protect us. Also the way the sun comes into our room to shine on this provincial experiment in power. How can we know what we know? The dress on that goddess is hideous, and night and day we sewed and stitched it. Even after the gown of fire melts the town, even after the gown of wind shreds the house, way after we knew it was when the pattern, way after we knew when the pattern said gown, it was a shroud we were making and making. This realism is killing us. Realism carpeting over the shimmering we are when we destroy a shabbiness, posing as the world, and work for the boss of beauty. I think everyone here works for the boss of beauty, which is what is so incredible to be together in our workplace for the boss of beauty. Something that is very helpful model for me to think about what and other people have thought about as a model for what happens if we put all the carbon in the ground into the air, is we would have something like Venus. And so there's a poem about Venus, Queen of Heaven and Earth. Venus, who's also Inanna. And yeah, maybe I'll just say that. Queen of Heaven, the ecstasy of communication I haven't been having. And Venus, the evening star, Queen of Heaven, is dry as a bone, David Harry Grinspoon says in Venus Revealed, of footage taken inside her, quote, thick and opaque privacy. The Baltis valleys snaking over southern plains, passing massive arachnoids, petal-type volcanoes, in the delta of Venus, winding through plains south of Ishtar, Terra to Atla Regio, where bloom lava flowers 100 miles wide. Venus is similar in size and composition to Earth, and may once have been more temperate and more lovely, when those valleys flowed, and flowers not of lava, but fecundity's openings opened before becoming so hostile. The weather permanently overcast, and the weather permanently overcast with sulfuric acid and 500 degrees. Another way Venus is similar to Earth is she has about the same amount of carbon as we do, all of it in the atmosphere, cooking once and future mere creatures. If we also put all our carbon in the air, we too would cook beyond all life and death. Time is strange there. Time is strange there. A day is longer than a year. And that makes sense to me. What if the body, is a slower flower, rotating the opposite way to everything law, while being cooked on earth more slowly, as the morning star is the evening star. We were warned by the goddess of love and war and rain and storms to keep it in the ground of the bend of the world. And that poem is definitely written thinking about the fossil fuel treaty that Zipporah Berman has put into the world, which is really incredible. And you can sign on to the fossil fuel treaty if you go find it, if you haven't already. I'm going to read one more poem. It's called Lube of Your Eye. Till the end. Lube of your eye. If intelligence survives, and it will, if intelligence survives, and it's all that survives, will the water inside us remind us of that time we were a river during the lube of your eye, the wet of your tongue, so you can speak time, temporarily river vein of the world, to move in as us, to become someone else, evaporating into a pulse of damp thought that remembers where it's been and what it is. It is a diving bird. It is a water snake watching it all in S-curves of fluid time, as rivers at every scale makes the motion that evening and concrete and everything is, though yesterday did not appear to move at all. Rivers of air, rearranging particles from here to places I have never been. If I breathe them in and send my love in particles to greet you, whoever you are, if you are, rhythmically through the thought of the world, entering me at different moments, adding, changing, change. If my thought privates and goes on sleeping the sleep of lack, given to me by fascism in the water, fascism in the air, will love's liquid moving through tell me if thriving survives? If thriving survives, and it will rivers, will veins, will eyes? If I breathe you into my mind, would I hear you? If we heard you, would we understand? Is understanding enough? Never is. What will eat us? Anything? Everything? Thank you. Thank you.